Golfpiste TV. Tänään olemme Lohjan Kisakallion urheiluopistossa ja meillä on todella mielenkiintoinen vieras. Golf on täynnä tarinoita ja tapoja aloittaa monia. Dan McLaughglin tulee Portlandista, Oregonista. Hän on kotoisin kuitenkin Atlantasta, Georgiasta, jossa on Augusta National-kenttä. Mutta Danilla on mielenkiintoinen tarina siinä mielessä, että hän on 5,5 vuoden aikana harjoitellut golfia 6000 tuntia ja haluaa Anders K. Erikssonin teoriaa tutkia ja selvittää, voiko golfissa päästä huipulle harjoittelemalla 10 000 tuntia. Danin tarina on mielenkiintoinen sikäli, että hän aloitti golfuransa puttaamalla ensin 5 kuukauden ajan, pelkästään puttaamalla. Sen jälkeen siirtyi lähestymislyönteihin ja vasta vuoden kuluttua Dan harjoitteli ensimmäiset täydet lyöntinsä. Nykyään hänen tasoituksensa on 5,5 vuotta myöhemmin ja miehen tavoite on päästä PGA Tourille pelaamaan. Selvitetään hieman, mitä ajatuksia Danilla on päässä.
One of the main reasons I chose golf is that I wanted something I had zero experience in, because the idea was to see how far you could go if you started something brand new later in life. And I wanted to do something that was a mix of physical and mental. And at the time I knew golf was physical and I knew it was mental, but I didn't know how mental it would be until later on. And then also because of my shape and size, I thought that golf would be possible. Because being 5'9", about the same height as, say a Rory McIlroy, I can see that it would be possible. Whereas volleyball, basketball, and a lot of other sports, you have to be very tall. So in golf, golfers come in all shapes and sizes. So you could potentially be good no matter what your height is. And then also golf doesn't really have an age limit like a lot of sports. There's people who are successful well into their mid-40s to mid-50s, and even winning on the Champions Tour in their 60s. So for all those reasons, I decided golf was the perfect way to test the 10,000 hours idea.
What have you learned? You have been a 2.6 handicapper, now you are some injuries and so on. But so what have you learned so far? What experience has it been like?
Well, I think golf is very humbling. I've learned patience. That's the first thing I learned. Is when you see it, when you watch it on TV, it looks so easy that when you start something like this, you just think it's going to be easy, and then you learn that it takes a lot more time to acquire the right skills. So the patience comes in, and then I've learned to make mistakes and allow myself to make mistakes, because in a lot of ways, if you do the same thing over and over and over, you're not going to improve. So you need to try new things, and you need to be able to make mistakes in order to discover new ways to approach the game.
What do you still need for that? How many years and what kind of things to happen to make it true?
Well, so I've put in 6,000 hours so far, so I have 4,000 hours remaining, and that's going to take about 3 years at the progress rate. So I figure at 3 years to really focus and get that 2.6 down to a plus 2.6. And at that point, I feel like I'll be capable of competing on a high level, and my ultimate goal is to play in a PGA Tour event and then make the cut, so play on the weekend. I think that would be the highlight of anybody's golfing life.
So what do you expect to do when you're 50 years young?
50 years young? I don't really look that far forward, because there's so much to do now, and I feel like it's very important not to think about what ifs and what if I'm successful or if I fail, and what the outcome could be, but instead just to think about the process. And right now I have 4,000 hours remaining, and so I don't even think about the whole 4,000 hours. I just think about when I get home, what am I going to do this week, and then what am I going to do this month, and then what's the winter look like, and then how am I going to prepare for the spring. And so I think from now until 50, I just have my work cut out for me, and then once I turn 50, I'll still just be working and focusing and trying to improve.
Seems to be like a good life so far. So happy for you. But so once again, as we know, there are millions and millions of people who don't play golf, and they have some kind of opinion about golf. an attitude maybe also. What do you normally tell for those people who don't play golf and they think about starting it? What kind of marketing or information do you give them about the game, why to start and so on?
I think with anything you shouldn't have a preconceived notion about something until you try it. And so, I think more people just need to go out and try it, because golf is all about fun. It can be stuffy in some places, but that's the older generation. And the young kids who go out there, they're just enjoying it and they're having fun. And it's about camaraderie and competition among your friends. And I just think more people should give it a try. And then if you give it a try and you hate it, then that's fine. You don't have to do it. But it's not good to talk negative about something you've never done. So at least go out and try to have fun and just enjoy the game, because it's a brilliant game.
Thanks a lot, Jan, and we wish you all the best for the years coming.
Thank you. Thank you.